Hello, diggers, my enthusiasts. Welcome to semifinals of the BBR D-League, where a 12 is facing off against Crep. Crep's team looks like a Raikou at first glance, but when you start really analyzing it, it is much better than it seems, and there is some real genius to it. She drafted two of the strongest cleaners in the game in Terra Salamence and Blaziken, which can get out of hand very quickly. She surrounded these cleaners with a lot of Pokemon excellent at weakening others like Umbreon, Weezing, and Iron Crown, which make her team a lot scarier than it looks on paper. But hold on, a 12 isn't just bringing a butter knife to a gunfight. He's got a plan, and it's a spicy one. Crep's going to want to keep her defensive Pokemon in tip-top shape to deal with a 12 Zemo Gallet and Hawlucha, and that's where the plot thickens, because here comes substitute nasty plot Hydrapple, ready to make those defensive walls crumble like a soggy doggy. And if that wasn't enough, 12's got Jolty and the superior Raikou, obviously Toxic Spikes, Glowking, Banned Hawlucha, Black Belt, Iron Valiant, and Rindo Dondozo. Will a 12 manage to make it to the finals and get the ultimate right to slander Raikou in the big leagues? Let's get into the battle and find out, because this is going to be wild. But before we do that, remember to like and subscribe to A12 for more Pokemon draft content.
Okay, so Crep brought exactly what I expected. I expected the Umbreon, Salamence, Iron Crown, everything to come. The only thing that slightly caught me off guard was that he's Terra Flying Salamence. I thought he was going to be like Terra Grass or Terra Dragon Salamence, as in Mox. That's kind of what gave me the most issues. I'm guessing since it's Terra Flying, it's probably like Hurricane or something. In terms of who to lead, I'm going to lead with my Hawlucha. Hawlucha's good against everything on neutral, besides the Weezing. And Weezing I can always just U-turn out very freely. U-turn out into my Slowking and get my Toxic Spikes off, which are very free. So we are going to get into this. So, semifinals of the BBR D-League. This is definitely going to be a huge, huge game. Keys to winning this game, for me at least, are keeping my Dondozo healthy and doing damage control on that Salamence. As the easiest way I have to lose this game is if that Salamence is able to do a large chunk to my Dondozo, and from there I won't have very good Blaziken checks. So I imagine you're probably leading, I'm actually not too sure what you lead here. Maybe you lead Salamence to try to get the Terra Flying off early? No, you lead the Iron Crown. Okay. Interesting, interesting. So it's probably not going to be the setup variant, which is good. So I'm just going to fire off U-turn here, unless he's booster. He's not booster. So I'm just going to fire off U-turn. Get a very large chunk on this. If he's Scarf, good on him. He got me good. But I don't think Scarf Iron Crown really makes a lot of sense into my team. So we're just going to play from there. The ideal is if he's not going to get scared out here, as Hawlucha can't really touch Iron Crown. So my guess is he's probably going to Volt Switch. So I'm going to U-turn out into my Hydrapple on his expected Volt Switch. And from there, yeah. This is the Iron Crown. Okay, so I'm just going to go out into my Hydrapple then. Hydrapple's going to be able to take game one hit this wants to go for. And I'm hoping he brings out the Umbreon on this, as I'm actually running a very special Hydrapple set, Substitute Nasty Plot, which is built to basically be able to beat this. Psychic, that's not going to do very much, as... Is that Specs? Oh, that is definitely Specs. Okay, so good to note, he is Specs on this. So I'm just going to immediately Terra. Wait, is he Specs though? I don't want to lose my Hydrapple here, because Hydrapple's like a huge, huge key to the game, and that did way more than I expected it to. Yeah, that's definitely Specs. That was Specs and he got a max roll. So I'm going to Terra here and I'm just getting my substitute off. I can Terra Dark. Actually, do I Nasty Plot here? Because you might get scared out. Yeah, I'm going to Nasty Plot here. You're definitely getting scared out. It just... Hopefully you get scared out into Umbreon and I'll be able to get a free sub off on that. Hapoon, he is scared out into the Umbreon, so we get to reveal our Hydrapple tech, which is specifically built to beat this Umbreon. So we get our Terra off, our Terra Dark, very big, and we're going to get our big Nasty Plot, and we're going to sub on his face, as we're speed crept for this. And I highly doubt you speed crept for, I'm running near max speed on my Hydrapple. If you speed crept for it, good on you, but I don't think you did. Especially since the speed creep on Hydrapple isn't as valuable as having this bulky to be able to take hits from like my Iron Valiant and stuff. So we get Leftovers Recovery, and here I'm gonna get my big substitute off. I imagine you're toxicking me. Yep, I outspeed. I imagine the toxic comes out here. Thunder Wave comes out. Okay, perfect. So we'll be behind substitute, and I could just get a very big Giga Drain here. As I don't think you're going to want to risk switching Iron Crown out into this directly. And at +2 special attack, we'll be able to do like decent chip to this. So he's actually in a lot of trouble here. Our Hydrapple is going to be able to do work early on. I do have to be careful about the Iron Crown because it does get that move that hits twice, which will break through my substitute. But here, I mean, you're in a world of trouble. You don't have a good switch end. And you can't really afford letting Half Moon go down. If you let Half Moon go down, I could get up to plus basically whatever I want to get up to. If you go out into Blaziken, you lose Blaziken, which is basically one of his best win conditions. If you go Salamence, you also potentially lose Salamence here. Half Moon withdraws. I imagine the Weezings come out. Gapple knows. He's going to sack this off. Okay. I imagine Custap. We're going to get to, like, basically full off this. He's probably Custap Berry, but that's okay. We'll basically be at full after the regenerator. So we're going to take out his basically only electric switch in early on, which is really big. I can substitute very aggressively, but I don't really see the point. I'm just going to Giga Drain. If you're Custap, you're Custap. You're not Custap! Oh! We're going to be behind a sub at +2 with basically in a huge beneficial situation as Hydrapple's going to be able to get another kill. Oh, Hydrapple is such a monster. Okay, so Donphan gone. Wait, what did he bring Donphan over? I didn't have Donphan in my notes. Did he bring it over Zoroark? Yeah, I think he brought Donphan over Zoroark. So Donphan down. I have to double check if he brought Zoroark. It's because I don't know if you guys are aware, but like before games, I generally write down the 6 I expect my opponent to bring, and I thought I expected my opponent to bring this exact 6, but it looks like I didn't. Yeah, he didn't bring the thingy, he didn't bring the Zoroark. Okay, so that's good to know. I don't have to worry about the Zoroark shenanigans. I'm just gonna fire off Terrible. Actually, I could substitute. Yeah. I like the subplay here because he's probably going to close combat and lower his defenses. And I could substitute in Giga Drain. Aura Sphere, so he's special. Okay, good to know he's special. Good to know he's special. Okay. Good on you. I was hoping to get defense drops, but we don't get that. And you're going to get a speed boost here. But that's okay. If you're special, that means you don't really have a way to touch my Glowking. Speed boost, fine. I'm just going to Giga Drain so that I am at full after. Actually, do I even need to? Yeah, I want to be at full with my Hydrapple, so I'm going to Giga Drain here. Aura Sphere, it's going to break my substitute. And actually, can I stay in this Hydrapple? I'm pretty sure I do take one Aura Sphere. I'm running like Calm. No, he's running some HP. Okay. Yeah, and I don't want to risk my Hydrapple here. I really don't want to risk Hydrapple here. I just want to check if Specs takes me out. If he might be like Specs Blaziken. He actually doesn't take me out here. I can Giga Drain on this, or I could actually Terra Blast. I'm being Giga Drain. If you don't take me out here, and you actually might Flare Blitz as well. Aura Sphere, that's not going to take me out. Okay, so he is Specs. He is definitely Specs. We get our Giga Drain off. And not ideal situation, as now I'm currently in Iron Crown range, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go out into my Punky. I know this is Specs now. That was definitely Specs damage. You might expect my Hunky and switch out, or my Silking Galar and switch out, as I'm sure you know that I know your specs at this point, and I'm sure you know I'm not going to sack Hydrapple here. Like, Hydrapple's way too good into his team. Oh no, he did stand. Okay, so he's going to get an Aura Sphere off, which gives me a free turn of Toxic Spikes, which I'm okay with. Aura Sphere doesn't do very much. I can't actually Sludge Bomb here, but I don't really see the point. Because he might bring out Iron Crown. So I'm just going to get my Toxic Spikes, which will kill out this Blaziken on switch on. So we're actually in a really good spot right now. Even though our Hydrapple is weakened, and Hydrapple is kind of one of our main win conditions, Hydrapple did what I needed to. Half Moon. Okay, I'm okay with that. I can always just Chilly Reception out into my Glowking, and I'll be in a good situation. So I got my first layer of Toxic Spikes. Do I need 2 layers of Toxic Spikes here? Probably not. Yeah, I'm just going to Chilly. Just because you're probably going to Foul Play. Thunderwave. Okay, I'm fine with Slowking being paralyzed. It doesn't really do a whole lot. So we Chilly out. And I can just go Hydrapple and substitute. Because I'm going to be recovering more than... Sorry, Regenerate's going to be recovering more than my Hydrapple substitute I'll take damage-wise. Yeah, we're back at like 303, and we're going to get more leftovers recovery. Oh, Hydrapple is such a monster. Okay, yeah, I could substitute here, and he I mean, there's nothing he can do. Yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing. Foul Play's not going to break through my substitute. It's Subterra Dark. And he doesn't have a good switch into this. I mean, maybe he goes Wheezing, but I'm running Calm, so Sludge Bomb shouldn't be able to break through my substitute. So Hydra is doing the finest. And with Toxic Spikes off, basically everything on his team is going to be on a timer, including that Blaziken, which is good. Iron Crown, okay. He goes on to Crown. I know that this is specs, but I'll get basically a free thing on. Free Terra Blast. It's because even if you go for the Steel move, I do take one, I believe. I'll double check, as I don't want to lose my Hydrapple here. But I do know your specs, and I know you're probably modest just because my team is, well, it's a little bit slow. So, specs, modest, Tachyon Cutter. Yeah, it doesn't even do half. So I can Terra Blast here. Jam behind a substitute, I believe. Am I? Yes, I am. So I can Terra Blast here. You have to have Tachyon Cutter, but you won't be able to break through my Hydrapple. If you'll break through my first substitute, but second, yep, doesn't take me out. I'll get Terra Blast off and do a very large chunk to this. Hopefully I take him out, actually. I might. No, I don't take him out. He's running HP. That's fine. Hydrapple, I need to keep alive. It's because Hydrapple is basically my key to winning this game. It's because it's one of my keys to breaking down the Umbreon. I actually can go out into my Jolteon, which is running AV, which what I'm going to do is I'll be able to take a one hit for this. And the reason why I ran AV on this didn't come. Like, I ran AV on this to check his Aura, but since Aura didn't come, I don't really need this that healthy. So Tachyon Cutter, it's going to do a little bit, but I have a free Volt Switch here. Your ground type's gone. I can't Thunderbolt here. Let's think. Do I Thunderbolt and then Volt Switch next turn? Yeah, I think that is my set of plays. Oh no, I should have Volt Switched on Hydrapples to get more Regenerator recovery, but that's okay. That is a-okay. I mean, what do you do here? If you go Umbreon, you take that toxic damage. So you're preserving Crown. Makes sense. Crown is a very good way to break down my team. You go Umbreon. I should win Hydrapple. It would. I didn't want to play that aggressively though. Harpoon's Poison. I'll get my Thunderbolt off. Oh no, is he Lum? Interesting. I don't know why you would be Lum in this set, but interesting. Good to know. Snow stops. I can't Luring Voices, but I'm not going to do enough, so I'm just going to Volt Switch and force this to Wish. You're in a tough spot here. If you let this Umbreon get shipped, you are creating a situation where my Iron Valiant endgame is very scary for you. So he does withdraw, but I'm not choice, so I can just Volt Switch on this. What will I Volt Switch on? Cloud Haze. Wheezing. Are you Levitate? Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you're gonna get rid of my Toxic Spikes. Fine. Not the end of the world. But this gives me another opportunity to go out and Hydrapple. I will outspeed this. So, free Hydrapple turn, free Substitute. You have to go out into your Tachyon Cuttermon, but you're not going to be able to... After all this recovery, you're not going to be able to one-shot me, and I'll be able to take you out. So Weezing, it's leftovers. So good to note it's not Payapa Berry. So I will be able to psych this later on in the game. I'm just going to sub here. If it's Tachyon Cutter, it's not going to be able to take me out. And play from there. What do you go here? If you go Iron Crown, you lose the Iron Crown, which is basically one of his best ways to break through my team. If you go Salamence, Salamence is a potential player. No, he stays in. Okay. But he's not going to be able to break through my Substitute. Taunt. Okay. Fair enough. I can't get Nasty Plots, but that's okay. I'll just be able to get Dark Pulses and stuff. And honestly, I think this is a losing battle for the Weezing. And once this Weezing is down, I could just spam close combat against his team. So I don't think that was a good play on his end. On her end. I'm sorry, Crep. That is my bad. Yep. So I'm going to Terra Blast here. And let's see what she does. Sorry, I forgot who my opponent was for a second. So sorry about that, Crep. That's completely my bad. If you go Salamence, Intimidate, doesn't affect better Hydra, and I'll get a Terra Blast off. And play from there. I'll find out if this is like special Salamence, which is possible she would bring that. That says some defense, okay. So I'm fine with just Terra Blasting again. You're not going to be able to break through my Substitute. Wait, does this get dual Wing Beat? Because that might break through my Substitute and kill me. SBZ's terrifying. Because she is terrifying. She is terrifying. I have to stop with that. Dual. You do get dual Wing Beat. I don't think dual Wing Beat kills though. Yeah. Dual Wing Beat shouldn't be able to kill us because it's base 40 even after it's a Terra. So I'm just going to Terra Blast. I may have made a mistake if this like really surprises me and it's somehow able to take me out. I probably should have ran the calcs beforehand, but I really don't think she's going to be able to take me out here with a base 40 powered move. Terra Blast. So it's not even dual Wing Beat. Okay, but I also have no idea if this is physical or special off that. So that Terra Blast was actually a very good bring. I don't know whether I can go out into my thingy. Do I go Jolteon here? Want to take Chip? That's tempting. Jolteon very tempting here. It will force her to reveal whether she is choice or not. I don't think Terra Blast, even if Banded, should be able to take me out. I need Dondozo health. Actually, wait. She's Specs. She's Specs Blaziken. So I actually don't need my Dondozo as much as I thought I did. My Dondozo isn't going to be able to really touch it, though. I can Yawn, force it out, but I don't have an Ice move. So I think my play is go out into my Raikou and... Sorry, not my Raikou, my Jolteon. And if it takes me out, he is Banded. If it doesn't take me out, I will find out whether this is physical or special. I imagine this is special. Roost, okay, fair enough, Roost. I can Volt Switch here very freely. It's because you have to go Umbreon here, but Umbreon gives me a free turn of Substitute. And that's not a good situation for her. I can also go out into Goking on the Umbreon, which is tempting. And get up another layer of Toxic Spikes to force the Weezing to come back in. So let me think this through. This is Roost, Terra Blast. I don't know if this is going to be special or physical still. I imagine it's special. but she has to think about this for a while. I think Umbreon is always her play here, but if she does go Umbreon, that does give me a free substitute. So she might actually stay in if she thinks she can live a Volt Switch from my Jolteon. I'm pretty sure she knows I'm AB at this point. So she switches, preserves the Salamence, fair enough. Do you sack something, or do you... Okay, you go out into... Okay, you sack the Blaziken, which does create a situation where my Dondozo is basically completely optional at this point. So Blaziken gone, one of her best win conditions out of the way. So what she has left is Iron Crown, Umbreon, Weezing, and Salamence, which is like Terraflying, flying. She has nothing that's going to be able to outspeed my banned Hawlucha, so I can go Hawlucha very freely here. Yeah, even if she brings out the Weezing, I can U-turn out into my Soaking Galar, and even if she goes for Taunt, not the end of the world. I mean, in this situation, you have to go Weezing. If you go Salamence, I'm just going to Brave Bird you. As I'm pretty sure that will kill a Salamence. No, she's Intimidate, so it won't kill Salamence at this range with Brave Bird. Unfortunate. So I'll have to U-turn on the Salamence if Salamence comes out. But I will U-turn out into my Dozo, which is like completely optional at this point. Scar. Okay. So I'll U-turn on this. I do like my Hawlucha endgame here, as basically her only fighting resist are Weezing and the Salamence. Her only flying resist is that Iron Crown, so I think I will be able to use Hawlucha to apply a lot of pressure to her during the end game, as long as I can keep it like relatively healthy. This is an interesting situation. I truly have no idea if this is physical or special, which completely changes what my counterplay for this is. So U-turn does a decent amount, probably at 75% now. I don't know if that's in Hawlucha range now, but hopefully it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna go Dozo here. Dozo's gonna be able to take a one hit, and with Blaziken gone and Blaziken revealing, well, Blaziken revealing it's a special set, and gone means my Dondozo does absolutely nothing. So it's physical, okay. Got it, you're physical. So I'm actually gonna double out into my Jolteon. Jolteon's gonna be able to take this hit, and I know she isn't locked into anything. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna get scared out from my Dozo. Yeah, she's scared out by Donzo. I should have brought leftovers on this. I was so scared of like a Power Herb, Solar Beam, Blaziken in prep that I just kind of, okay, yeah, neutralizing gas, fine. That I just kind of didn't really, I didn't decide to run leftovers, which I may regret later if that's like Dragon Dance, but we'll see. I can Thunderbolt this, very tempting. If she would have to go out into Umbreon. No, I'm just gonna Volt Switch. Protect. Okay, so this is Protect, Taunt, what the other move will be. So she gets to see my Volt Switch, she gets a little bit of recovery off, generally fine. I kind of like the idea of keeping my Jolteon a little bit healthy, as I kind of like the idea of using it to take one hit from that Specs Iron Balance. Or not Iron Balance, Iron Crown. So I'm just going to Volt Switch. So Protect, Taunt. Probably going to be Willow. Probably going to be Sludge Bomb. Yeah, that would make sense. So she's in trouble here. If she goes Umbreon, that gives me a free turn of Hydrapple. If he stays in, she allows this Weezing to take a really key chip for my Iron Valley endgame. So I think she's kind of in a really bad situation right now. So that completely opens up my Iron Valley endgame. That's definitely in psychic range now. I could go out into Hydrapple, but I don't see the point. You could Pain Split me, but that's fine. Yep, Taunt, fine. Not the end of the world. You could go Iron Crown here. Yeah, Iron Crown is actually a very possible play here for her. So I'm actually going to double out into my Jolteon. Another play she has is go for the Another play she potentially has is... Yeah, that was another play she potentially had. That basically creates a situation where my Jolteon can get a free kill. Or no, maybe not a free kill, but just like a free really good situation. Yeah, I think Thunderbolt's my play. Even if she brings out Umbreon off the Underworld. If her Umbreon's getting consistently tripped. She needs to keep this like around. If I get Toxic Spikes off, her Umbreon is basically taken out of the game and we're playing 3v5 or however many Pokemon I have left. I think I have all my Pokemon, so it might be like 3v6. I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. I'm pretty sure Volt Switch will take out this Weezing at this range. And she switches anyways. So who does she go out into is the question. Half Moon. Free substitute. That's just every single time she does this, I'm just gonna get a free substitute with my Hawlucha. Or not my Hawlucha, my Hydrapple. Which is at full now. I can actually go Iron Valiant here too. What's the downside to Valiant? Downside to Valiant is that is an Intimidate Mence. And yeah, that's an Intimidate Mence and I'm running Physical Valiant, which won't be able to touch that. So I just get my free sub. You go Iron Crown, fine, you lose Iron Crown, and you lose one of your best ways of breaking through my team. I imagine you go Iron Crown here. Yeah, you go Iron Crown, fine. If you want to get that like a little more damage on my Hydrapple, that's okay. Well, we're still going to be very close to full after all this Regenerator recovery and Leftovers recovery. So substitute off, and I'm just going to fire off Terra Blast and take this out. I'm not 100% sure if Giga Drain will take this out if it's like max HP, as I'm running very little. I'm running like no special attack on this Hydrapple. I'm like max HP, a lot of speed, and a lot of special defense. So she's going to think about this for a while, but her play has to be, I think her play definitely has to be to take out my substitute here. If she goes Salamence, I get an Acid Pot on that and potentially take it out with the Terra Blast after. Yep. So she's going to lose her Iron Crown here, which is huge. So Iron Crown gone, barring like Giga crit, but even if it crits, I don't think it'll be able to, it won't be able to do anything. So Iron Crown gone, all she has left is Umbreon, Weezing, and defensive Salamence. So she only has defensive pieces left. Like all her offensive pieces are gone, which means my Donozo is really, really optional. Actually not quite that optional, as I do kind of want to have it be able to yawn that Salamence, but it's, yeah. So, what does she do? Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm just gonna go out into this and yawn. I do have to be careful about if she lets her Umbreon go to sleep. That's an issue. So she Dragon Dances. I'll get my Yawn off. I really regret... I had Avalanche on this over Yawn, but I took it off. It's because I was worried about something. Oh, I was worried about, like, Terra Grass Strike. Wait, what did I took it off for a reason. I'm just blanking on what that reason is now. So I'll get my Yawn off. You have to switch out here. And I'll use this turn to rest. I can actually also use this turn to go out into Hydrapple, which will take it. I can also go out into my Hawlucha. Yeah, I'm going to go out into my Hawlucha. If she lets this go to sleep, she is in a world of trouble. She'll have no win condition. And my Hawlucha is a very free Brave Bird turn. Oh no, she stayed in. Okay. Is she going to be Lum? She might be Lum. Yeah, she's probably Lum if she roosted that turn. Yeah, probably around Lum. That was a mistake on my end. Yeah, definitely a mistake on my end. Oh, shoot. That was really dumb of me. Who do I sack? Now I have to take a sack. I think I'll sack my Iron Valiant. I mean, our Valiant looks good here, but my Hawlucha also looks really good here. I really should have expected one. That was so stupid, man. So our Valiant goes down. Fine. I have to go Dozo and I have to yawn, and I'll probably rest. If another play she potentially has here is go out into Weezing and let that eat the yawn. Because of the sleep cause. Yeah, it's because of sleep cause after that, it won't be a check anymore. Sorry, my boy won't be able to check this anymore. Yeah, she's gonna make the smart play, go Weezing and let that take the yawn. Yeah, that was her best play. She's gonna let this get yawned. I'm running Lumber on this Hawlucha, so even if she goes for Thunder Wave, not the end of the world. And I'll probably just start firing off Brave Birds. Because unless that's like a max defense Salamence, it's not going to be able to eat Brave Bird very well. Or do I U-turn? U-turn, bring out... Yeah, I think I U-turn, bring out Jolteon here. Interesting. Oh, hey, this okay. Fine. I'm okay with this coming out. I think she should have let that eat the yawn, but okay. Do I take out Weezing if it's defense of the Spray Bird? No, after Leftovers Recovery, I definitely know. So my play definitely has to be U-turn. Yeah. It's obvious. She's probably going to taunt, and that's okay. So I do something weird in the off chance she... I'm going to go out into my Jolteon. I don't need Jolteon healthy. And if she taunts, this is the optimal play. And even if she goes for a status move, or if she goes for Pain Split, that's okay too, because I don't have a lot of HP on this. So yeah, I just Thunderbolt here. Her Umbreon is taking a lot of check. Like, I think her Umbreon might be in alluring voice range at this point. So Jolteon might do the final stare and win at this point. If she goes Umbreon. Yep. I'm pretty sure her Umbreon will be in... If it's in alluring voice range, it will be in range of something. I think my play has to be Bolt. Just because if I stay in Volt Switch, she's going to be able to live the Volt Switch. And Pain Split up to full after. And her Umbreon is taking a lot of trap. I think she has to sack Weezing here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has to sack Weezing here. If she goes Umbreon... Yeah, she sack Weezing. Oh, it lived? Oh, that's crazy. I did not expect that to live that high. Okay. Good to know. Definitely good to know. I'm going to Volt Switch this turn, because now Volt Switch will kill. Oh, but I don't... let's think. If she goes out into Salamence after, what's my sub plays? I think I do just Thunderbolt and take this out. Yeah. If I Volt Switch, go out into something, she goes Salamence, starts getting up Dragon Dances, that's going to be a little bit scary. Actually, is it going to be scary if we Rest Talk Dozo? Probably not. But it's going to extend this game a whole lot more. So I'm just going to Thunderbolt here. If she goes Umbreon, fine, she goes Umbreon. If she goes Umbreon, which I think is going to be in Thunderbolt range. 2's Thunderbolt range, I mean. Half Moon. Yeah, that's at like 60%. I imagine my Thunderbolt's probably doing... less than I would have liked. Okay, so I think I do Volt Switch here then. Volt Switch on her, probable Moonlight or something. And if she stays in, I'm just going to go right on at my Hawlucha, which is rocking the Limber. So we'll be able to eat that Thunder Wave if she Thunder Waves. So Jolteon switches out. I think she has to Moonlight here. Is because if she doesn't, my Jolteon just wins. I'll bring out my Garf. And let's see, do you Moonlight? Yeah, you Moonlight. That's the play she had to make. And this is the turn I U-turn. Or is... No, it's not the turn I Brave Bird. I mean, Brave Bird will take out that Weezing, but I don't know if Brave Bird will be able to take out that Salamence. If it's like more defensive Salamence, which I don't know at this point, as I haven't been running calcs against Salamence. I think she's kind of cooked here. I don't really see an endgame for her. I think I can just keep on a U-turn in full Twitch spamming, and there's not a whole lot you can do. If she's going to be taking a steady damage from my Volt Twitches. I may at one point just rip a Brave Bird. Just to kind of end the game. I think I do win if I press Brave Bird, it's just less differential. She's pressing Protect this turn, super obvious. No, she switches, okay. So I'm going to get even more Volt Switch chip on that Umbreon. Which hopefully I'll eventually get that into just Thunderbolt range so I can Thunderbolt again. Give that 50%. I'm pretty sure that's or it might be like Thunderbolt to Alluring Voice range, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring Hawlucha here. And U-turn, as I don't want to lock into a move if that's like defensive target dance Salamence. She's at 40%. I don't know if Alluring Voice will take her out. Umbreon. I'm just doing calcs quickly while it's like between moves. Jolteon. Oh, my set didn't save. That's unfortunate. But I am max special attack modest, so Thunderbolt does 22 to 26. Alluring Voice. If Alluring Voice doesn't do more, I might need a little more chip. Alluring Voice does do a bit more. Okay. Yeah, I think she's starting to realize she's in a checkmate position here. If she keeps letting her Half Moon get chipped, it's eventually going to go down to my Jolteon. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure this is a turn I'm going to Thunderbolt, as I'm pretty sure that is now in my Jolteon range. So Cloud Haze takes a pretty big U-turn. I definitely Thunderbolt this turn. I'm pretty sure that Umbreon is now in 2 Thunderbolt range. I'm just trying to think of potential options. You guys Thunderbolt here. If she goes Umbreon, she loses Umbreon. Okay, so she eventually lets the Weezing go down. So Weezing gone. I have this in on neutral, and I could Volt Switch very freely on that Umbreon and just U-turn and kind of play the chip war. This is probably going to be a little bit of a boring endgame, I'll be honest, but this is my safest way to win the game. So Volt Switch this turn on the probable Moonlight, let's be honest. Let me think. This is Moonlight, Thunder Wave, probably Foul Play. Might be running Baton Pass. Could I lose if this Baton passes the Dozo? No, I could still yawn the Dozo. Sorry, I could still yawn the Salamence. That was just a bunch of word vomit. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this game's over. I mean, she's gonna think about this for a while, but I don't think she has many options at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's just kind of cooked. Because I can Volt Switch. Yeah, I can Volt Switch. Go, if she stays in, I go Hawlucha, threaten with the close combat slash U-turn, and play from there. I'm running, not Unbird, Limbert, so even if this Thunder Wave's not the end of the world. Moonlight? Okay, fair enough. That's her second Moonlight. Can you turn there? I don't know if this is going to be running Baton Pass. I mean, it could be. If he is Moonlight, I don't know. So Volt's U-turn does a large chunk, as expected. I think my plays go this. Baton Pass is fine. No, she foul plays. Okay. Probably gonna... wait, am I not running... I might not be running the set that I thought I was running. Okay. So I'm gonna chili here. If she Moonlights, I go out into a Hydrapple and get a free substitute off. And play from there. I probably should have gotten Tox Spikes here, actually. Yeah, I definitely should have gotten enough Tox Spikes to get this more on a timer. So that, I believe, is her third Moonlight. We tell her chillingly bad joke. This is going to be very extended. I don't think she has an endgame here, but I could be wrong. This is a turn I go Hydrapple and sub. I can be very aggressive actually and go Hydrapple and Nasty Claw, but I don't really see the point. Actually, Nasty Claw actually might be a play here. If I doubt you Thunder Wave on this. I already showed you sub. Yeah. So she switches out into Salmons. I should be able to take like one hit from that Salmons and get a very big Terror Blast off. And because of her generator, I'm fine with this taking damage. Especially since she revealed Love, she isn't like banded. I mean, she probably 2-hit KOs me, but that's okay. So I definitely Terror Blast here. Yep, she Terror Blast. Will this 2-hit KO? Hopefully it doesn't. I want this to be extended. It doesn't 2-hit KO, okay. So I can just Terror Blast a few times per game. So Hydrapple, I think, is going to come out with a clean win. Yep, as that does a lot. Now I'm pretty sure this is in Brave Bird range, and I could just Brave Bird with my Elutra for game, even if this somehow kills. So, Hydrapple proving why it truly is one of the best Terra Captains. Like, it's a monster. It has so many unpredictable sets, and it's just kind of showcasing what it can do here. It's because Hydrapple basically controlled the tempo of the entire game by never allowing Crep to play on the defensive, and one thing I noticed, at least in my first game against Crep, or I played Crep a few times, but what I noticed against her is if you can prevent her from playing on the defensive, she struggles a little bit. Yeah. So Terror Blast, we take her out, and all that's left is the Umbreon, which will lose to my basically entire team. I'm just going to Giga Drain and let Hydrapple get the kill. It's because Hydrapple deserves it. It's been my carry. If she Thunder Waves, fine. I mean, I think you just let Half Moon go down. This game's over. I can't sub, so she can Thunder Wave if she wants to extend the game, but there's no end game for her, so I don't think she's going to do that. I think she's just going to allow Half Moon to go down to the better Hydra. Yep. Nuking the Umbreon. Let's see, do you go for the Thunder Wave to try to extend the game? Yeah, you go first Thunder Wave, try to extend the game. I mean, I personally don't see the point in that, just because the game's over. So, I mean, all this is going to do is extend it to more turns. I can always go out into my Hawlucha and close combat this. And she's not going to be able to outdamage what Giga Drain is recovering from me. And I can always just get another Nasty Pot off. She's just going to extend it. Okay, I'm just going to get up to plus whatever land and win from there. She's not going to be able to do like any damage to me. I'm just going to keep on recovering from my Giga Drain. So Nasty Plot, I mean, I imagine you foul play here. Yeah, you foul play, you're gonna see you do like literally less than I recover from leftovers. Oh yeah. I ran like 0 minus attack on this. So I'm gonna get my other Nasty Plot off. I'm gonna Giga Drain here is because I don't think you're just gonna... Oh wait, I accidentally Nasty Plot. Sorry about that, Crep. I'm gonna extend the game by accident, but yeah. Yeah, it's because you're doing 30 damage, and I'm recovering, I believe, like 40 damage on every leftovers recovery. So now I'm at max special attack with my Hydrapple, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm at like max special attack, so now I can just take this out. Foul play. So we move on to finals where we play the winner of Hunky versus Sue, both of which are phenomenal battlers who I've played up like many times, and it's always a fun game when we go up against them. Please don't Moonlight this turn. It's over. Just let the Umbreon go down. Let Hydrapple be the secure. Yep, you're gonna let Umbreon go down. Okay, sweet. So good game, and see you guys next week in the BBR D-League finals. And you're just gonna see Umbreon go down, and I'm gonna let you